I'm inclined to have you argue your motion, and then I'll consider late arriving petitions.
I'm sorry for wasting the court's time, Your Honor, but it's impossible for me to continue with this hearing.
And why is that, Ms. Wexler?
Because I'm no longer an attorney.
Sorry, what?
I gave notice to the bar 2 hours ago.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're here with Racey Horn. That was a clip from Better Call Saul. You directed a wonderful episode this year.
Yes.
So you're directing your roommates, not just your co-stars,
I
but your
did.
roommates. How was that when you came home after a long day's work with your cast?
Well, I mean, we already talked about the scenes, as I said, ad nauseum anyway. So I kind of had it cleared with them to discuss the scenes we did. That was episode 604. So Patrick had the great therapy scene as Hamlin, and it was when Jimmy's dressed as Hamlin, driving his car with Wendy and all of that. And so we discussed them at length, but by the time we got to set, yeah, they kind of laughed in my face.
How did you... You also had to direct yourself a great deal on that episode. That was a big Kim episode. Did you find that difficult, or was it nice to sort of take your mind out of both places in order to do the whole job?
It is challenging, and I did some press where people were like, wow, you really wanted to direct yourself a lot, because there's huge Kim scenes in that. But that's not what it was. It was just this jigsaw puzzle of the calendar of which directors can leave the writer's room. We have a lot of writer-directors and producer-directors. And so I just got the episode I got. But they put a huge infrastructure in place. Like there's no time to watch playback. Plus that would, I know there's some actors that watch themselves and then go back to say, I could never. It's just like, you're just constantly reminded of like, oh, that's your face.
Oh, 100%.
That's what it still looks like.
Oh yeah, I would walk out and be like, my only note is I think we need to stop doing this forever.
100%, yeah. Like I can feel good about the choices I'm making as an actor, but for anybody here old enough to remember answering machines, that very first time you made the voicemail and you hear your voice and you're so alarmed, it's like, seriously? That is what everyone's listening to?
Yeah, you're like, it sounded like this the whole time?
Yeah, no one told me.
Nobody told me?
Nobody said, Stats, seriously, don't ever speak again.
It was so funny because you would leave a voicemail and you assumed that your friends would call and be like, hey, has something happened to you? You sound super up on that voice. But they're all just like, hey, it's me, just calling. Like, nobody's taken aback. Yeah.
Because they're like, Seth has sounded like crap forever. That's always what he sounded like.
Are you relieved that you're almost now, I guess 4 episodes away from you not having to worry about giving anything away? Because the longer people have watched this show, the more I feel they've been desperate to see how everything ends. And and has it been exhausting trying to keep those secrets, or has it been fun?
It's been fun, because even when people do say, so what happens to Kim or whatever, they don't actually want you to answer. They would stop me even if I started to speak.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to having a much bigger book club. It's like I read this book by myself and I don't get to talk to anybody about what do you think of the ending. As we roll out these episodes and the remaining episodes, of course, I can't spoil whether you'll see me again or not, but they're bananas. Nobody actually tracked exactly how thoughtfully and intricately this comes together and the different storylines that play out. So I'm looking forward to talking to people about it.
It was such a cool show because, when I heard they were doing a prequel to Breaking Bad, I was like, that seems strange. And it has been... I will just say, I was like, this is a bad idea. Yeah,
sure.
And it is, I can say that now because my instincts are often wrong, and I was totally wrong here. And it was so great to, again, see cast members from Breaking Bad that we love. But, I mean, what you did, what Patrick did, what Michael Mando did, like, it was so wonderful to see. I'm really deeply sad it's almost over, but I can't wait to see it. And I'm so happy for you.
Thanks.
Thank you for being back again. You guys, one more time. For Racey Horn. A new episode of the last season of Better Call Saul airs this Monday at 9 p.m. on AMC. We'll be right back with Jeremy Allen White.